Hey guys, how are you? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for Cancer placements. So if you have Cancer as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So guys, we're going to get into your reading. Angels of love and light, we please have clear and concise messages for Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear for the current energies of this week of the 28th of July to the 3rd of August 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Please and thank you. So what's going on for you guys? Okay. So we have Judgment, Sagittarius energy, and then we have the Six of Swords. Underneath with the Eight of Wands and the Seven of Swords, the Four of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Six of Cups. Okay, interesting. It's interesting how we have the Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You know, there is transport here, okay? And these two people are like fleeing the scene. They're leaving of something. I mean, this one's even kind of escaping whatever they've got going on in their situation as well. So I feel like you've made a judgment call to leave or release yourself from a situation here. And I'm hearing it was the right call. It was the right call. You may have been in your head about it. You may have questioned as to whether you did of the right thing, but I feel like you know intuitively and in your heart of hearts that you have done of the right thing by moving yourself on forward with something in particular. The Tower, wow. Aries, Scorpio energy, the King of Swords, the Emperor, Page of Wands, the Devil, and the Hermit. Gosh. I feel people, if there was quite a few people involved with the scenario that you were dealing with that was very heavy, very toxic, okay, they weren't expecting you to move on or leave. They didn't think that you had it in you. Okay, confirmation horn from outside, right? They didn't think or feel that you had it in you to actually separate yourself from this and choose yourself. Okay, because I feel that with whoever you've been dealing with, right, must have had some sort of hold over you in some sort of form or fashion, right? In some sort of way. And yet another confirmation horn outside. And I'm hearing that there was some sort of karmic tie to do with this association with this person or these group of people. Okay. And it shocked them when you decided enough is enough and you're separating yourself from whatever this is or whoever this was. Okay. King of Wands, you took action. You were brave in moving yourself on forward. It's like you stared right at the face of a particular person or a group of people, right, their faces, and you were like, wow, so this is how it truly is. The situation isn't going to change. They're not going to change. And I have to protect myself and my peace and my energy. I have to move myself on forward. Yeah, Two of Swords, they're never going to see of anything to do with how they're going to be accountable. Like they're never going to see it, but you did. You have seen that they weren't going to be doing of those things. It's like the rose tinted glasses was taken off you, and what seemed to be a certain scenario here with the Four of Wands wasn't. And now you know the truth with the Ace of Swords. So whoever you'd been dealing with was never going to admit fault. They were never going to take accountability or responsibility. They were just going to consistently push it all back on you to make you out to be the one that's the bad guy, okay? But you actually following through with leaving of a situation, right? They were making you out to be the bad guy anyway. So with you leaving, it kind of emphasizes their story of you being the bad guy. But actually, if there was anybody around that had, I'm hearing emotional intelligence, right, would actually kind of think and realize that actually there's two sides to this. So why did they actually follow through with removing themselves from this situation rather than just taking someone's word as gospel? Okay, when it absolutely isn't. Okay, yeah, Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius energy is significant. Everything is happening in accordance to divine timing. Everything's been orchestrated into be a certain way here. And now that it's just played out into the physical, and there has been a lot of reflection on your part about yourself, what you're willing or not willing to put up with or tolerate, and how you're dealing with these individuals. And you decided, no, I'm going to choose myself and I'm going to move myself on forward, and that's that. And if others want to paint me out to be as the bad guy, then fair enough, then I'll take it on the chin. But I know that's not my truth. I know that's not the real, story that people are being told here. And if they want to say whatever they like, then fine, fair enough. But they haven't got, the backing to actually really properly follow through with that. Okay, with the Devil, Capricorn energy, and the Ace of Wands. Wow. I mean, I'm hearing that there is something taking place here to do with these more narcissistic and manipulative, controlling, possessive, abusive people and energies, right? They were able to feed off of you and your energy. But with you detaching yourself and physically removing yourself from a situation, they haven't got the opportunity anymore to leech off of you. And I'm hearing that they're going to be energetically starved by you. Okay. And they're going to have that sense of finding that energy within themselves, right? But they're not going to be able to do of that because they're just feeding off your energy or off anybody else's energy that comes into their physical, capacity, right? That comes close to them. Because they don't have the capacity themselves to have of that energy. But you do. This has been a long time coming with that Seven of Pentacles, years in the making. Maybe you've known for the past 7-8 years you wanted to follow through with making a decision or actually have something change dramatically in your life in order to move yourself forward in a new cycle. But you may have not necessarily had resources or finances or whatever it is that you felt that you needed in order to be stable and secure if you were to follow through and leave of a situation. Okay, so with that 10 of Cups, you are waiting on a place that you could call home. I'm hearing a place that you could call home, because wherever you have been or whoever you've been dealing with has not been it at all. And then we have the Moon, Pisces energy. But the ruler of the Moon is Cancer, so this is actually quite interesting as well. And then the King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, there's you. So even though there were things going on, you always knew and felt that not everything is or was as it seems. And I'm hearing they were not expecting or ever thought that you would kind of click on to that, but you did. And it's caused some sort of major havoc. As I say that, the Five of Wands and the Tower. They never really thought that you were going to do of anything about it. You were just going to stick around, or you were just going to put up with the situation. You were just going to, carry on in the way that you may have been carrying on. And I'm hearing not necessarily through any real fault of your own. It's just how, life has been and the cards that you've been dealt, basically, with what's been going on. Okay, with the Empress, Taurus, Libra coming through, we have potentially Divine Feminine may be significant as well. Now I'm reading energy rather than gender or sex, as you guys know, but there was definitely someone or a group of people who never thought that you would be stepping into your power or claiming your power back or setting of boundaries or saying no to certain things or, you know, choosing yourself, right? With the hang one. And I'm hearing through this, you've come to a position and place of enlightenment throughout whatever you've gone through. You've learned a lot of spiritual lessons. You've completed karmic cycles, okay? And you've been cutting off karmic connections and ties that are kind of stuck to you in some sort of way, or have been, right? That just kept on getting more and more tangled up here. And it's like you've managed to untangle a situation, get it all straightened out in your mind, in your body, right? With what it is that you were thinking and feeling and knowing to be true about a scenario. And it's like, because you had that crystal clear like sense of understanding, it's like you just went snip with the scissors, and now they haven't got that connection anymore to you. Wow, Cancer, Pisces energy with the High Priestess. You always intuitively felt that there was more going on, and that there would be improvement, that things wouldn't always be the way that they have been, that a change was imminent. Three of Swords and the King of Swords. Yeah, this is somebody here, right, who's been playing mind games, somebody who was very cold, very calculating. They did of everything that they possibly felt like they could in order to keep you in a position and place whereby you would never see your potential or understand of your worth, or be able to grow and transform and flourish into this life that you're going to be creating for yourself. They wanted you to be stuck in your head, to overthink. I feel that you may have been someone that dealt with you know, gaslighting and all of that, right? Yeah, with the Knight of Cups. But I feel that everything that you went through, even though you've had a horrific time with a certain person or a certain group of people, right, that have kind of made you feel invisible, is what I want to say. Invisible. You still are someone that comes from a place of love. You're not somebody that is bitter or seeking revenge or doing of those particular types of things to inflict harm or pain onto others because of what you have gone through. You lead with love. You are love, okay? And you know and understand that you acting out or doing of anything in regards to wanting to get one back on whoever or whatever has been going on, you know that you're just going to be reaping karma for that. So there's no point. It's like you're stepping aside and allowing the universe to come through and let the tables turn and do of its thing in order to help assist you to be freed from the situation, and so that you have no kind of feelings of any way of, I wish I hadn't done that, or, you know, if I could go back and change this, then I would have done that, and I wouldn't have, you know, caused this, what have you. Even though that this person or these people absolutely probably deserved it, you didn't act out in the way the same as what they have done when they have been hurt by others as well. So therefore they just, you know, hurt people, right? Hurt people, okay? You are wiser than that here with the Hierophant. You're wiser than that. So you never did of those particular things, right? You didn't become shady. You didn't become tricky here with that Seven of Swords. You didn't lie. You didn't do any of that stuff, right? And you could have done, but you never did. And because of all of that, you're actually going to be very handsomely rewarded from spirit, from the universe, God, source, your angels, whoever you resonate with, because you stuck true to you, okay? You stuck true to you. The Tower moment will be that these individuals never saw it coming, that you're about to be as blessed as you are, okay? I'm hearing that one decision that you made had changed the course of your future entirely, right? So what's going on here? What else for the Wow. Oh my gosh, wow. See, my breath just got taken away just then. King of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's you with the Nine of Swords. Yeah, somebody was doing their utmost here to make sure that you were always stuck, that you felt, you know, that you didn't have of anything. But you've broken free from this particular cycle. There was definitely a manipulative energy around, okay? Somebody that was very emotionally immature. I'm even hearing narcissistic, right? But they're the ones that are going to be getting stressed, and you're going to be getting blessed. That's what I just heard. They're going to be stressed, you're going to be blessed. But I'm hearing it's too late to turn the clock back now. And I'm hearing that this person or these people have been given so many chances and opportunities to do of the right thing, right? To take the moral high ground, to apologize, to right their wrongs, as it were, to fix things, to take accountability, to do all of that. And they never did. They never did. Okay? Because they always saw and thought of themselves as the victim here with the Nine of Wands, when actually they were the perpetrator. Okay? But you are about to be so blessed in really beautiful ways. You've had to heal yourself, right, in an environment where it felt practically impossible to do the healing work surrounded by certain people. Okay? I feel like for the most part, you actually, if you were stuck in a situation dealing with these people on a very regular basis, everyday basis even, right? You did all your healing on the quiet, okay? Whenever you had that private time to yourself, if any, right? Unless you were getting a load of distractions or, always brought into something or what have you, whenever you had moments to yourself and you were reading, you were researching, you were studying, you were learning on how to heal parts of you that went through the things that you did in the past, right? But also healing of certain things that were kind of like given onto you to heal. I'm hearing from like passed on, loved ones, ancestors, that type of thing. That's the type of vibe I'm picking up. So generational curse breaker is coming through as well. It's interesting, guys. So I mean, with where I'm filming at the moment, there's these massive bins outside, and I I believe it must be bin day, or somebody is taking out the rubbish, taking out the trash. So there's definitely some sort of message coming through that spirit, God, the universe, source, whoever you resonate with, is helping clear out all the debris, right, from whatever is going on with this, in order to have everything cleaned up, in order for you to be able to move on forward with judgment. As I say that, holy F, we have judgment coming through twice. I'm hearing rallying in the troops, right? Rallying in the troops in order to assist you to clear up what's been going on. So even if you don't have a part to play in it as of right now, where you're physically doing of something to get something to happen, towards these people, because I'm hearing you don't need to do that, right? You don't. Your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whoever, are coming through to be the ones that are an ally to you, to assist you with all of this, to get you out of whatever situation you have been dealing with, right? So what else is coming through for Cancer? Guys, I do believe that in this week we have Venus moving into your sign on the 30th, okay? Which will be very beneficial for you. Very beneficial. I do believe that it will be there up until about 25th of August, so pretty much around the beginning of Virgo season, and getting a bit closer as we're getting closer to the fall and autumn kind of equinox here. So there's something significant about this as well. And we do have on the 31st of July, the last day of July, we have Mercury Cazimi, okay? But I want you guys to know that there has been a lot happening astrologically and energetically, which have played a big impact in regards to, there being the sense of receiving of blessings and manifestations and wishes and what have you, right? Even though we've had, Jupiter in your sign, Cancer, okay? There's been a lot going on. So if all of the other stuff hadn't been going on, then yes, it may have been a completely different, transit within what you have already currently experienced, because you probably haven't felt like much has actually been working out, right? But there's been a lot happening outside of you, I'm hearing, that you don't see, that's been going on. Nine of Swords and the Lovers. Gemini energy. Strength, Leo energy. We're in Leo season right now. Ten of Wands, and I'll take one more, please. We have the Page of Pentacles, wow. And the Page of Wands. Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Ace of Cups. Ultimately, what I'm hearing is hang on in there, okay? You are on the home stretch. And there are little pieces of the puzzle that are coming together to fill in for the bigger picture. And you will soon see the bigger picture, right? It doesn't feel like that right now. I can totally understand that. But I want you guys to truly know that there is an ending and a new beginning, and that you have come through whatever you've been dealing with, or whoever you've been dealing with, stronger than ever. Even on those days where you feel like you can't even get yourself out of bed, or you feel no drive or ambition or motivation to do of anything apart from just lie down on the sofa and binge on food, comfort food, and watch Netflix. There's no judgment here, and the universe, God, source, whoever you resonate with, doesn't judge you either, okay? Actually, they want you to rest. They want you to rest, and they want you to be in a position and place to receive, and to make sure that you have your energy levels like up. Because what's about to unfold for you, you're going to need your energy, okay? Because there's a lot of exciting things that are unfolding in the very near future, whereby you're going to have a lot that you're taking on, and you may even feel at some point, gosh, this is all too much. And you're going to think back onto the times as of now, where if you do have those lull moments where things are a bit slow, etc., to appreciate those and be grateful for those particular moments, because there will be a position in place and a point where it's like full on go, go, go. And you're going to need all the energy that you can muster in order to follow through with what I'm hearing the universe has planned for you. And I'm hearing the time is getting to be right now. So take the time to prioritize yourself, look after yourself. If you're feeling called to, do less here, then that's absolutely fine. Do that. Take a day off, take a couple of days off, just rest. Because what I'm hearing is that you're going to need it. I keep on getting told to say that. You're going to need it. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the reading. So we have Cancer, Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, pretty much all the signs, to be honest with you, but heavy Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Taurus, Sagittarius. But 777, 555, 333, 1010, 111, 88, 888, 2020, 999 may be very significant, but that's going to be the end of the reading. So I hope that there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much for those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Also, guys, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video and you don't miss out on future updates or content on the channel. But I hope that you have a good week. Sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.